Hey guys, welcome back to playing the Royal Romance Book 3, Chapter 2. The Five Kingdoms, the Crown of Flame, Five Kingdoms. The Five Kingdoms Festival is in full swing back at the palace. Can you rally the public in the wake of the attack? Yes! Yes, we can! The Royal Romance. Chapter 2, Crown and Country. The Crown and the Flame. In the Kingdom of Cordonia, several days after you return to the royal palace, there's a knock at your door first thing in the morning. You open it to find... Good morning, Duchess Will. Good morning, King Ryder. I'm on my way to a briefing with Bastion and my father. Given how much the attack affected both of us, I thought you'd want to attend. Bastion may have some new leads from the perpetrators. Count me in. I forgot I gave my MC that hairstyle. You follow Ryder through the palace. The halls are abuzz with activity and full of more guards than you've ever seen before. So all this hustle and bustle is for the Five Kingdoms Festival today? Yes, it's one of the most popular holidays in Cordonia. It commemorates the day that five ancient kingdoms came together under one crown, uniting to become Cordonia as we know it. Sounds like an important piece of history. Indeed, that era is the stuff of Cordonia legends, some more fantastical than others. Ryder, just how fantastical are we talking? Please tell me there will be apple-themed beverages. Will it be a Cordonia holiday without them? Phew. But this holiday is about more than history or apples. It's a symbol of unity. We even opened the palace to the public so that the people in the court could celebrate as one. When I realized this year's festival fell only a few days after the attack, I considered canceling it. But I don't want to give our enemies any sign of weakness right now. Besides, we could use something to bring us all together. A show of strength. Let our enemies see that we're stronger than ever and they won't stop us. Heck yeah. Ryder leads you to one of the palace's dining rooms, where the king, father, Bastion are waiting for you. Bastion bows stiffly, a brief grimace of pain flashing across his face. Good morning, Your Majesty, Your Grace. Please, Bastion, no need to stand on formalities when you're wounded. Yes, please, sir. Thank you, Your Majesty. First, let me apologize. I failed all of you. I failed Cordonia. The attackers never should have gone to the palace. Bastion, forget about it. I'm just glad you survived. Just don't let it happen again. I mean, I want to say both options. But he shouldn't be dwelling on what happened. I mean, it happened, so. Thank you, Your Grace. I'm glad we all did, Drake included. You saved his life, you know. He saved mine first. I think we could call it even. You did admirably, but you never should have been in that situation in the first place. I made more aggressive arrangements for your security from now on, and I won't rest until we uncover our enemies. The people behind this attack were obviously well trained. They left almost no traces behind. Fortunately, Bastion has been keeping tabs on the crown's enemies for years. Just how many are we talking about? It put some to rest over the years, including those responsible for other attempts on my family's lives. However, there were 3 surviving groups with the motivation and resources to carry out the attack of the ball. There is an anti-monarchist group known as the Liberation Corps, which has grown bolder in recent years. That's true, they never trusted like this before, but they've been more and more outspoken in their criticism of the crown. There's also a newer fraction calling themselves the Sons of Earth. They aren't an anti-monarchist exactly, but they objected to some of my particular decisions as king. They push for more trade, international concessions, that sort of thing. A third suspect might be a stretch, but in the interest of investigating all possible leads. Go on, Bastion. I believe we should also look into the Rocky's family. Is this because of Olivia's parents? She told me they died trying to overthrow the crown. It's true, though if you know the true story of their demise, their betrayal was a shock to us all. As the only surviving members of the House of the Rockies, Olivia and her aunt Lucretia are potential suspects. If you ask me, Olivia would never do something like this. I mean, I want to talk to her. Like, I just want to go and talk to her by myself. I don't know. I mean, I want to believe in Olivia. I know she likes to talk about crushing her enemies, but it's just talk. And no matter what her parents were like, she wouldn't do anything to hurt Ryder. Yeah, we all know that. She cares about Ryder more than actually he might be the only person she actually cares about. We've been friends our whole lives. I can't believe she'd have a hand in this. As for Lucretia, she's taken as much interest in Cordonian politics as she has in Livy's upbringing, which is to say almost none. We shouldn't dismiss any potential threat, but I'll take that under consideration. Unfortunately, gathering intelligence on all suspects will take time. In the meantime, the people are still reeling from an attack on the palace, as we all are. Will and I had to answer their questions at this afternoon's press conference. And I have an announcement to make that should boost morale. What kind of announcement? The wait on Cordonia's newest Duchess of one of its most talented ladies, Hannah Lee. It is a month from now. Oh, the congratulations are in order. Thank you. A wait on the horizon. Constantine stands up against Pace, a thoughtful smile on his face. It's a promising idea. You've become quite a celebrity during your time at Cordonia. I didn't ask for the spotlight, but it seems to keep finding me. It would be a daring showstring, but only if it works. Since the Tagmanian nobles are reluctant to show support for the crown, only a few were willing to attend today's festival. They may not attend such a wedding in these troubled times, fearful of another attack, or that they might become targets if they are seen at royal events. Well, if they won't come to us, maybe we could go to them. Show them that Cordonia is just as strong as ever, and they could be too. A personal visit from a duchess and the king has to be worth something. A unity tour? You know, that might just be what Cordonia needs. It's settled then. We'll announce the tour and the wedding this afternoon. I'll have my staff make the necessary preparations. Until then, you both should be seen at the festival. It's important that our people know our court is not afraid to go out in public. Okay, let's do it. You leave Ryder to draft his final statement for the press conference. You barely make it 2 steps down the hallway when you see a blur out of the corner of your eye. Ha! A familiar woman ducks out of a clove and swings her fist at your head. What the heck? You duck down just enough that her fist passes harmlessly over your head. Huff! Her other hand comes up to drive another punch at you. You dodge and her second strikes whistle past your face. What the? Before you can finish the thought, the woman launches into a roundhouse kick. Ugh! You step just out of the way and her kick sails harmlessly through the air. Why are you trying to kill me? Not bad. She drops into a standing position, squares her shoulders. I'm impressed. There's always room for improvement, but that was a decent start. Okay, back up. Who are you? The woman gives a short bow. I'm Mara, isn't it obvious? No. You're a weirdly friendly assassin? My new bodyguard? Correct, you're smart, that's good. This is what Bastien meant. I asked him not to be specific so I could surprise you and see for myself what we're working with. Bastien said you need the best protection. I'm here to offer the best I can. So do I call you Mara or do you have a last name, a secret code? Ooh, like Death's Shadow or the Royal Dagger? Mara's just fine. So we'll keep brainstorming then. Hearing footsteps down the hallway, you turn to see Hannah walking up to you. Hey, babe. Well, and who's this? Hannah, this is Mara, my new bodyguard. Oh, thank goodness. It's about time you had your own security. Well, she's going to be my new security. She better be prepared to look out for my fiancé, too. Hannah blushes happily. Mara nods affirmation. That's sort of what I want to talk to you about. Our wedding. Our engagement photos. I thought a photo shoot would be the perfect way to get the word out about the wedding. I found a photographer who has time this afternoon. Hannah toys with her hands, a small smile on her face. And to be honest, I've always dreamed about taking engagement photos one day. We could dress up, make a whole occasion outfit. What do you think? This is your chance to commemorate your engagement and a unique photo of you and Hannah. I would love to, but nah. I'd like to, Hannah, but I really need to get to the festival. Of course, I understand. Want to head over together? You read my mind. On your way outside, you nearly run straight into Bertrand. Well, thank God. I've been looking all over for you. You found me. Is everything okay? It will be once we get well to the boutique. This festival and the press conference will be your first public appearance since the... I know. Then you need to be dressed for the occasion quickly. Bertrand leads you both to the palace boutique. He immediately begins plucking clothes off the racks, muttering to himself. We need something commanding but calm and elegant but practical. Simple but... How many adjectives am I going to be wearing? As many possible ones as I can assemble. Bertrand, why are you so worried about this? I know me coming here didn't work out exactly as you thought, but I'm a duchess now. House Spielmine doesn't have to worry about me. Yeah, you shouldn't work yourself so hard. Bertrand's expression is sullen, but there's a glimmer of affection in his gaze. Duchess and I always consider you a member of my house, Will, and thanks to your long association with us, the press will likely feel the same way. But just in the hospital, someone has to look out for your public appearances. Until we can find more suitable replacement, the task falls to me. Aha! Beaming triumphantly, he hands you a royal blue blazer matched with the silk blouse and sleek black pants. And for a finishing touch, Bertrand finds a Cordonian crest in the drawer and pins it to one of the blazer's lapels. Wow. You haven't lost your touch, Bertrand. Go, try it on. You take the outfit and step into one of the boutique's changing rooms. Wow. Actually looks nice, but nah, I'm gonna go in my little black dress. Or, as they call it, LBD. I think I'll stick with something simple. You'll look great no matter what. Bertrand deflates a bit but nods. It's your prerogative, of course, so long as you comport yourself well in front of press. I'll be fine, Bertrand. Now, if you excuse me, I have a festival to get to. Change your mind? Nope. I don't care. I'm Gucci. You and Hannah step onto the bustling palace lawn where nobles and citizens mingle among festival games, archery lanes, prize booths, and food stands. Ooh. Everything looks clear here. Where did you come from? I thought you were still inside the palace. I do my best to stay out of my charge's way, but seeing as this is our first public event together, I want to confirm that your security is intact. That's a relief. I know it could be hard to let your guard down after what the court has been through, but just remember, I've got your back from here on out. You better watch me like a hawk! Mara, thank you. Just do my job, Your Grace. Now get out there and enjoy yourself. You know, I actually like Mara. She's cool. Just cool people. You cross the lawn where a crowd has gathered under a banner depicting a warrior queen of old. Attendees are visiting the booths full of Five Kingdoms theme games, though many of them seem subdued. Will, over here. Near the fountain, you spot your friends. This festival really is a big deal. Is it just me or does the crowd seem kind of nervous? That's why it's important for us to be seen today. People will look at us for reassurance that it's safe to be out in the wake of the attack. So you're saying we got a royal mandate to have fun? There are so many activities to choose from. If we map out a timetable, we might be able to do them all. I signed up for a good time, not making spreadsheets. Before Hannah could defend her suggestion, someone calls out to you. Well, I see you're still in one piece. Olivia! Give her a hug. Olivia! Before she could protest, you pull her into a hug. She stands there stiffly at first, but she puts her arms around you for just a moment before you let go. That was unnecessary as it was embarrassing. I missed you too. Nearby photographer snapped a photo of you as you pull apart. Olivia pointedly straightens a few wrinkles in her dress. I didn't see you during the ball. How did you get out there? I was near the back of the crowd where the assassin struck. I was in more danger of being trampled by screaming fools than of being wounded by those vermin. So are you staying at court at all? Only for a few more days. I thought Ryder could use whatever support I could provide. I could appreciate it. Of course, I don't expect half of the nobles here to stand by you should push come to shove. At least while I'm here, I could use what influence I had to shame any cowardly doubters that dare abandon their king. So I'm off. She sweeps off into the crowd. Good to know she's still as Olivia as ever. If she wasn't, I'd be worried. Me too. I need to see some of the press arrangements, but before I go, I decree that Hannah gets first pick of festival activities. Seriously? I'm picking archery, Drake. How bad can it be? 3 rounds later, Drake hasn't hit the center of his monster-shaped target once. Maxwell's only doing slightly better. Very bad. It's okay if the targets are creeping you out. You could tell us. They're part of Cordonian history. This event symbolizes an age-old Cordonian victory over the forces of evil. Is it really symbolism if you lecture me about it? Well, why don't you show them how it's done? Don't mind if I do. Turn into your own beast-like target. You aim for the bullseye over the creature's heart where a loud pop goes off behind you. What the heck? Aim. Ha! You stare down the length of the arrow, release, and the arrow strikes true. The crowd applauds. Wow, you got nerves of steel. It takes more than a loud noise to rattle me. Looking around for the source of the sun, you see a child sniffing over a pop balloon. Phew. What you got now, Hannah? 5 bullseyes? Well, I've been practicing since we got back to the palace. Not that I don't have to worry about my parents' plans. I got more free time than I expected. I know I want to fix things, help Cordonia rebuild after the attack. But I think I have time for hobbies too, things that actually interest me for a change. And if anyone could do it, it's all you. You'll be a world archery champion in no time. Except for Cordonia winning a gold medal, starting a clothing line. Whatever you decide to do, you'll knock everyone's socks off. You got a lot of faith in me. Because you deserve it. And you're also my bae. I don't know about that, but I'll try not to disappoint. Alright, enough shooting sticks at monsters. I'm picking our next stop. As you follow Drake towards you, make sure a hooded figure comes barreling towards you from the left. Mar runs up on your right. Will, look out! She drives forward to push the figure out of your path, but as they get closer, you realize it's just a man in a Five Kingdoms themed costume. Chick, calm down. Mara's stuff is just a costume. She skids to a halt just before tackling the man. You hear relief sighs from onlookers as the man, still oblivious, runs past you towards the pie tasting booth. Sorry, your grass, I couldn't get a good look at him through the crowd. Well, no harm done. With the path ahead of you finally clear, you join Drake and your friends at the bar, and eyeing Shay's festival goers and their drinks from the afternoon sun. Drink tasting? Really? Aren't they just serving apple juice or Cordonia cider? Little known fact, one of the original Fire Kingdoms made a decent brew called Skullcracker Ale. Your descendants are keeping up the tradition. That sounds like a headache waiting to happen. I can handle it, plus we get to fill out comic cards and the rest of the watery stuff. He takes a stein in the dark ale for himself and passes around glasses of cider to the rest of you. It tastes crisp and sweet with the sour aftertaste that makes your mouth water. Alright, you're done Cordonia proud. Send 2 bottles to my room stat. Apple water's not a real drink. I say that. Catching a glimpse of your note, Hannah raised her glass, smiling. They really have. This is the best cider I've ever tasted. There's no counter for taste. How's your shoulder doing, Drake? Better every day. Good. I'm not the only one who's grateful, you know. Cordonia owes you and your family a lot. Maybe I hadn't really thought about it. Well, maybe you should. You took a bullet, Drake. You took a bullet to the shoulder. You know, I could get you a medal. You're worth more than any of the nobles here. I can think of a few who disagree with that. Then they'll be wrong. I'm glad that at least one person thinks so. A brief look of resignation flits across Drake's face, but it's gone in a moment as he takes another sip of his ale. Once everyone finishes their drinks, Maxwell leads you all to a judicial apple bobbing booth. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Let me guess, the apple bobbing represents a time when the Five Kingdoms survived a famine by living off apples. They are nutritious, but this is more of a modern thing. It's a symbol of our national pride and all that. No Cordonia can leave without doing this. It's basically a law. I'm in. Sure, I'll give it a go. They head over to one of the many beds of apples. Instead of joining them, Maxwell circles the base and squints at them from one angle then another. Urta Maxwell, you okay? Touches Will Winchester, bobbing for apples. It's going to be a prime photo op. I'm just trying to find the best angle we could get for you. Not everything has to be a PR opportunity, Maxwell. Tell that to Bertrand. Since you and Ryder aren't, he's been busier than ever trying to keep the house afloat. I told him you would help, but there's still tons to do. Books to balance, loans to pay off. Plus, covering for just on the PR end of things. Oh, you even sound like Bertrand now. I know. Oh, Maxwell will be bobbing for apples alright, but the new me's got to think about whether the crowd would notice if you grab a Cordonia ruby or one of those green runs. If the press will get washed out photos of you with all this glare. Maxwell, breathe. He obediently takes a deep breath. Why are you worrying so much about this stuff? I guess I just really want to be there for Bertram, but I don't know if I could keep it up. Being responsible has always been his job. I pulled it off for a while on the tour, but I can't keep juggling this kind of stuff forever. Look at this way. You knocked it out of the park so far. You have me. And now I have you. And we'll have each other. Whenever one of us needs a hand, the other will always be there. I guess we'll see. If my hair's starting to turn gray from stress, I'm going to have to change my whole look. Hopefully it won't come to that. No matter how much we have to help Bertrand, there'll always be time for the fun stuff, like bobbing for apples. You're on. You both sit down next to a basin of water. Apples bob and float across the surface. You spot the nearest one, then lean over the basin. Bite the apple! With the satisfying crunch, you bite into the crisp apple and pull it out of the base. A cheer goes up around you as several reporters snap pictures. First try. A few of the fairgoers who watch you make your round step up to the booth, encouraged by your participation. That's the spirit. Hey. As you wipe the water from your chin with one of the towels, the booth, Maxwell sits up with the apple between his teeth. Gotcha. Nice work. Are you here to play too, Ryder? I have won a few apple bobbing trophies in my time, but I'm here on official business. Right, the press conference. Let's give them an announcement to remember. You follow Ryder onto a small podium near the palace entrance. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me here today. The Five Kingdoms Festival has long been a symbol of Cordonian resilience and unity. In light of recent events, I believe it's more important than ever to remember the ties that bring us together. Thus, in that same spirit of unity, I invite Duchess Will to share some news with you all. Lady Hannah and I have just got engaged. Wow, congratulations, you two. We'll be visiting each of Cordonia's noble house to personally invite them to the ceremony. This is exciting news, Duchess Will. I'm sure we all got questions about the tour. Agreed, Downey, but first I'd like to start with the question that's on all of our readers' minds. Just how safe is Cordonia in the wake of last week's attack on the palace? Safe as houses. We will be. That's a relative term. Are safe as houses? We're totally out of the woods. I mean, I didn't mean to say that. I'm hearing more metaphors than evidence, Duchess Will. I didn't mean to say that. Ryder holds up a hand to hush the crowd. We're both eager to reassure the Cordonian people, as I'm sure you all understand. We may not be completely out of the woods yet, but the Royal Guard is working non-stop to ensure that such an attack never happens again. Do you have any idea who was behind the attack in the first place? The Royal Guard is still searching for the attackers, but I promise we'll get to the bottom of this. Be sure all watch your backs, but whoever they are, they're going to regret it. We'll get to the bottom of this. I'm sure we will all want to answer that question, but I trust that King Ryder will arrest until the people responsible are in custody. Ryder smells gratefully at you. A touch of show of support from Duchess Will. Did you catch all that? I sure did. I meant every word. Now about this tour you mentioned, Duchess Will, I'm curious what... Huh? Uh-oh, what's going on? Johnny suddenly stops missing as his phone begins to buzz. You hear more phones ring. Oh no, what now? One by one, people pull out their phones. You'll quickly find links to the same video plastered across every news outlet in Cordonia. The heck? Beneath the crackling of the recording, a man in tactical gear stands in a starkly lit hallway. You instantly recognize the mask he's wearing. People, Cordonia, your new king is weak and not fit to rule. The scion of tyranny cannot protect those in his privileged circle. He cannot be trusted within the entire kingdom. For too long, we lived under the yoke of this corrupt family. They do not deserve to hold powers over us. It is we, the citizens, who deserve the right to control our own lives. We demand that King Ryder Cordonia abdicate the throne, or else the palace halls will flow with the blood of tyrants. Wow. The video abruptly cuts around you, all is chaos. Reporters are on their phones, some people are shouting, while others huddled together in front in whispers. Everyone, please remain calm. No one seems to hear Ryder's words. You can see the panic spreading through the crowd like a shockwave. Quiet, please. That's enough. A voice carries across the crowd, and one by one, everyone falls silent. Thank you, Will. Go ahead, Ryder. This video is deeply troubled. I guarantee that we will gather all the evidence we can and find the people behind it. And what about the demands, King Ryder? Given everything that's happened over the past few days, are you thinking of stepping down? Ryder pauses to gather sus, but he gives you a look of fierce encouragement. Listen up, no true king will give in to their demands. This is no time to be cowards. Yeah! I know you're scared, but how could you ask Ryder to do something like that? It's a valid question. The people deserve to know how their king will respond to such demands. What do you say, Your Majesty? I will not give it to their demands, but I promise the people behind that video will be brought to justice as swiftly as possible. Anna and Donnie exchange a look over the last of their notes. I appreciate what you're both trying to say, but with this new video, it's hard to believe any promises. I'll advise our viewers to exercise caution in the coming weeks until we're confident that the crown has control of the situation. Of course, I understand. Ryder puts on a smile as you wave farewell to the crowd, but you can see the tension in his shoulders. There's only a smattering of applause for your head inside the palace. Dang it! A little while later, Bertrand comes running up to you. So, I saw what happened. That was simply a public relations disaster. Tell me about it, but oop, I didn't mean to click that fast. Bertrand runs to shake a hand through his hair. It was a shock to us all, but this only confirms what I've been thinking since the attack. Until this crisis is over, you need a new press secretary. Bertrand, nobody could top Justin. I can handle this on my own. Yes, please give me some backup. I mean, nobody could top Justin. Can't you just hire him again? As surprised as I was with this work, there's no telling how long he'll be in the hospital. We can't afford to wait. I think I know the perfect candidate, but I need to do some convincing. I'll report back once I make some preliminary phone calls. That evening, as the festival finally draws to close, Hannah finds you in the hall outside your room. Hey, Will. Hey, Hannah, what are you doing here? Well, after the day you had, I wanted to check in on you. I'll be honest, I was expecting way less stress when I woke up this morning. The press conference was intense enough without that video. I know. But Bertrand has a plan for the press side of things where there's no point in all of us agonizing over it. Maybe what you need right now is a chance to relax. Did you have something in mind? There's a private bath on the third floor with a deluxe soaking tub. I thought we could both wash some of the stress away. Ooh. I see you, Hannah. It's really sweet of you to offer, but I'm exhausted. I'll probably fall asleep in the water and end up all pruny. And it wasn't sympathetically afterthought. That's never fun. No worries. I'll see you tomorrow, though. Hannah leaves over and gives you a quick kiss. Sleep well. You too. Early next morning, you're dressed, packed, and waiting when there's a knock on your door. Some things never change. You open the door. Maxwell, Oh, Bertrand. Good morning, Will. I see you already packed. Excellent. I have some favors of King Rodden and schedules. Our first stop on the unit tour is Fidelia. Funny Joe, Bertrand, we both know that's where Madeline lives. Where we're really going first. You know I don't joke. We're going to... We're going. By doing so, we'll be slicing 2 apples with 1 knife. Is that a phrase? Publicly, this move will show that King Rodden and his former fiancé can put aside the past and unite for Cordonia. Oh, that actually does sound like a good idea. Well, privately, we'll be recruiting Madeline as your what? Wait, what? Oh, hell no. No. Can you put your differences aside to list Madeline's help find out the next chapter? No. Why? Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of The World Around Stay Frosty. Bye.